Hello everybody, Dokkan Assets here. Today we are back with another figure unboxing video. And this is a figure I have been anticipating opening for a long time. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Super Master Stars piece, Gogeta. This is a monumental figure for me for a couple of reasons. A, I'm a huge fan of the Master Stars piece line, and obviously with them making a Gogeta, it's very exciting. Now, I do want to tell you, I am disappointed right out of the box because there's a little bit of history with this figure. You see, I was extremely hyped for this guy when he initially was released. The original images, or originally shown, I guess I should say, the original images for him looked absolutely fantastic. And this guy was shaping up to be one of the best Gogeta figures of our time, frankly. Not to mention, obviously, with the 4 different variations, you as a collector could get them all if you really wanted to. Or you kind of had a preference as to what you preferred. You know, did you want the Manga Dimensions one? Did you want the normal one? So on and so forth. So, after a while, the official final images were released. And everybody was disappointed. It was really sad because as we looked at the final figure compared to the original, I don't know, man. That face is looking a little bit sus. It may not look like it to you, but we'll see a little bit more when we get into the figure. Here's the box, though. We have the Super Master Stars piece Gogeta. I am using the ring light again in this video. Let me know if you like it or not, by the way. If it bothers you, I can definitely change it up. It's also just this style of boxes as well. It kind of doesn't fit well for the ring light because of the way that, you know, it's made. But anyway, this is the whole box. Basically just the same shot of Gogeta repeated over and over, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, I suppose. Bottom of the box here, just all the information that you would need to know. And the top of the box, of course, Master Stars piece, greatest quality. Yeah, Toei Animation sticker and the label. Let's get this boy open. This is a big figure, by the way, if you couldn't tell. It's really hard to fit it into my setup. My setup is the perfect size for figures. By the way, never cut towards yourself. I almost made that mistake right there. My setup is perfect for figures that are like regular prize figure size, right? When it comes to stuff like this, my setup is just barely able to acclimate the box, let alone everything else. By the way, if the audio quality sounds a little bit different in this video, I am trying out a new microphone that I got on Prime Day, Pog. So if that audio doesn't make it in, well then, I mean, you know it was kind of bad, but we're going to give it a shot. Alright, let's actually turn the box so we can get the money shot here. By the way, I did choose the base form one, if you're curious, out of the 4 original versions, simply because, oh boy, that is loud, simply because I wanted a base form Gogeta for a while, because I think base form is highly underrated, and it was the coolest out of all of them, plus I already had the Grandista Blue Coat. Alright, so let's take a look at this boy coming out of the box. Oh my gosh, the face is, okay. Alright, let me pull this off and then we'll pan the camera up a little bit. Also, there is tape on the sides of the clamshell here. Let me move this down. I keep forgetting that I have the ability to move the camera now. It's so sick. So, it is rather unfortunate what ended up happening to this guy because, in my opinion, his face initially was really good. And now, and it's such a shame too because, like, the rest of the sculpt as well. Oh, you also have a little stand included in here. The rest of the sculpt as well, in my opinion, is really good. But it's literally just the face. We'll give you the pan-up shot here. First of all, let's put this piece on. I believe that should be the proper leg. Yeah, okay. So he stands, well, kind of still a little bit wobbly if I'm being honest. But, well, let's pan up, ladies and gentlemen. The first reveal of the Super Master Stars piece Gogeta. Oh. What did they do to my mans, bro? Why does his face look so weird? I don't understand. What happened between, let me get a picture up for you. What happened between that version and this version? I don't understand, bro. I hope you guys can understand my frustration with this. Like, from this angle, it actually doesn't look too bad, if I'm being honest. But the more that you turn it, oh, no. It also seems to be some quality control issues on mine as well. It looks like that there is some paint chipping or like little extra bits. Wow, this is actually really gross. There's a little bit of extra here. There's a little bit of extra there. There's a little bit of a dent on the head there. And you can also see here, there's also some extra black flakes. That is terrible for quality control, especially for a box that brags about greatest quality. Besides that, though, the jacket sculpt does look pretty good. I do like the way that they did this. I'm not sure why they made this one green, if I'm being honest with you. It's a little bit weird. It's not the worst thing. I know that all of the other versions do have different colors on their little jacket tuff thing. So I guess this is just the color they decided to go with the base form. But besides that, though, the muscle definition looks fantastic. There is no problems I have with that. Usually I don't. The back looks pretty good. Bro, displaying the figure like this almost looks better. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. But obviously the face we already talked about. Hair sculpt is not bad, though. It definitely looks pretty good if my camera would focus on. There we go. The hair tuft is perfectly shaped, which is great. I do like the way that the hair is. They also went for that look where some Dragon Ball characters are drawn with like this big spike in the middle. So they did decide to go with that style, which is definitely alright. I'm definitely not against that. It's certainly a certain type of art style. It also just kind of looks like that there's dust on this figure, but I literally just opened it up out of the box, and trust me, I would know what dust looks like on a figure. That is a little bit weird. Alright, so let's go ahead and give him a little pan down here. Let's go to the legs. The sculpt on his legs is not the worst. I definitely think I've seen better Gogetas, if I'm being honest. It looks very, like, I don't know how to describe it, like too scrunched up and also too straight in these sections here. The OB is okay as well. It almost looks like that there's like too much fabric for what would actually be here. It's kind of hard to describe. I don't know. Again, the back, I do like the bagginess of the pants. I can't tell if the pants are hollow or not, because if you guys remember with the Grandista Gogeta figure, that guy is hollow in his pants area. He feels heavy enough like he could be, but it almost feels like that this section right here has something in it, and this section is empty. I can't really tell. Sculpting on the boots, though, does look really, really good, kind of as to be expected. But honestly, this guy is a huge disappointment for me, especially considering his price point at $60, bro. That's right, this is a $60 figure, and it turned out this way. Oh my gosh, what a shame. It is so unfortunate to see the Master Stars piece line come to this, because the Master Stars piece line has had some great figures throughout the years, and it's one of the oldest Dragon Ball figure lines with high quality stuff. And it's really unfortunate to see it come to this. You can see that there is a little bit of branding on the back there, 2018. And something else that I just noticed, there's blue paint on my hair tuft. How did that even happen? I'm so unhappy with this figure. I'm not even going to lie to you, bro. After this review, I'm about to sell this, man. No cap, because that's how frustrated I was. I knew that as soon as I got him, I was not going to be happy with him. Let's do some size comparisons, though. First of all, we're going to change it up a little bit for the size comparisons. We're going to have some standard figures now. I know I said in the last video it would be Blue Cube, but I'm changing it up, bro. Gotenks is going to be one of our standards, so we're going to do Gotenks as the size. We'll actually try and capture Gogeta in the frame, because obviously he's kind of the one that we care about for the sake of this video. So we're going to do Gotenks. Blue Cube is also going to be a new standard of figure, just so that you can see how small some of these bigger figures are compared to a minifigure. And then we also have him next to the Super Master Stars piece Manga Dimensions Super Saiyan 4 Goku. This guy is definitely more so akin to Goku size when it comes to the Super Master Stars piece figures. I think he might be a tiny bit taller than Goku, just because of the little spike on the top of his head. But other than that, though, they are just about the same size. Goku definitely looks a little bit more bulky, all things considered, which is kind of interesting, but I guess that sort of makes sense for Super Saiyan 4. And also, Super Saiyan 4 obviously has a lot more hair. And the final figure that we are going to compare him to is the Grandista Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. I hope that you can see between these two guys how much better in terms of a sculpt Grandista Super Saiyan Blue Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, there we go, thank you brain, Gogeta's face sculpt is, because this is just really unfortunate. I'm not gonna lie, I was really expecting some high quality out of this figure, even though I love the Grandista line and I think that their figures are usually, and obviously still are, super high quality figures. The Super Master Stars Peace line is so expensive for a reason. You can even see some of the differences on this figure. You can see that the Gogeta on the right is a lot more shaded when it comes to his body, right? You can see that there tends to be a lot more sculpting detail just throughout the figure. On the obi, on the pants, even on the vest, right? On Grandista Gogeta, it's just kind of indented in, but it's sort of sculpted a little bit better on the Super Master Stars Peace Gogeta. But the face sculpt just really turns me off so much. It's just not a good time to look at, which is really unfortunate because this was going to be a super hype release. Oh well. I suppose it is what it is. If you would like to pick this figure up despite all of its flaws, I will have some links in the description where you can do so. I will link my Amazon affiliate link, so if you do pick him up from there, it'll be no extra cost to you. If he is available, I'll have to check, but you'll be able to see on the screen. If not, I'll leave some other places that you can pick this guy up, though. And if you want a good Gogeta figure, honestly, I would not recommend this guy, especially for a $60 price point when you have this guy standing next to him who is a $20 figure who, in my opinion, even though he still has the problem with the hollow legs, is much better quality as well. Obviously, the Dokkan Battle Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Gogeta is also a fantastic Gogeta figure as well. I'll leave both of those linked in the description because I think they are far superior Gogeta figures. Funny enough, this is actually kind of wanting me to get that one Ichiban Kuji base form Gogeta. Originally, I wasn't really about his head sculpt, but now that I've looked at him more and more and seen other people kind of rave about how much they like that figure, I think I like that guy a little bit better. I'll leave a link to him as well in the description. Unfortunately, he is 45 bucks on Amazon instead of 35 because sometimes the Kuji figures go up in price after they release. But I'll try and find a link to that for a normal price as well if I can. I'll also see if I can't pick up that figure to try and get him to show you why that figure is superior to this guy at least. Because I want a big base form Gogeta, and if this guy isn't going to do it for me, I'm going to get one myself. Anyway, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Much appreciated. I will catch you in the next one. Dokkan Assets out. Peace.